Calvin with Southern Country Living. Today I'm going to be working on this Cub Cadet riding lawnmower. This is the LT1045. I've got a spindle that's bad on the deck. It's the center spindle. So I'm going to be showing you all the steps necessary to remove that spindle and put a new one on. So let me get everything set up and get started. Okay, now my lawnmower has a 46-inch cut. The first step you want to do is go ahead and lower the deck down as low as it will go. Put it all the way down. Next, you want to get under the lawnmower, and right here, it's a little dark, but there's a pin right here. You have to pull that pin outward to unlock the deck so it will drop down. What we're going to do, we're going to completely remove the deck. So I'm going to back the camera up just a little bit so I won't hit the camera. And once you pull it out, the spring will jump back in. Now I'm going to go on the other side of the lawnmower and do the same thing. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, I've got both pins unlocked. Next step, I'm going to go ahead and take the belt off. This pulley here is the tension pulley, and what you have to do is pull the pulley towards you and unhook the belt at the same time. So I'm going to have to lay the camera okay, I can't find a good place to lay the camera, so let me experiment here and see if I can find somewhere to put this camera. Okay, maybe you can see this, but pull the pulley towards you and unhook the belt. Okay, so from this angle, I pulled the pulley toward me and unhook the belt. Then you unhook it from the motor, so the belt is completely disconnected now. Okay, on the front of your deck, you've got this bar here. Mine's full of grass, so let me get some of that grass out of there. What you do here, you just slide the deck forward, roll it up a little bit, unhook this. Now the deck can be pulled out from under the lawnmower without any trouble at all. So let me reposition so I can pull this out. Okay, now all you got to do is get a hold of the deck and slide it out from under the lawnmower. Okay, so there's the deck, and I'm going to turn it up on the back side. This is the spindle that's bad right here. So let me turn the deck up so you can see it. Okay, get the camera over here a little closer to it. Okay, this spindle is the one that's bad, and listen to it as I spin it. This one is a good one. That's how it's supposed to sound. And this is a good one. The one in the center is bad. So I'm going to be replacing this one. Okay, the next step, we're going to take the blade off of the spindle. I'm going to be using an air impact wrench with a 24mm socket. If you don't have an air impact wrench, you will need a 24mm wrench to do this with. It's just a little bit easier if you've got the air impact wrench. So let me go ahead and take this off. Okay, the blade's off. If you've got any grass around these nuts right here, go ahead and clean it off so that your wrench will get on there good. This takes a half-inch socket to remove. You got 4 bolts that holds the spindle to the deck. So let me go ahead and start taking these off. Be careful with them. If you do break the bolts, you will have to go to a hardware store to buy you some replacement bolts. So far this one's coming good. I will not use my impact wrench to take these off because I've done it before and I broke a bolt with the impact wrench. On this particular spindle, the biggest problem I had was because it was wobbling. It had, on the other side where the pulley is, it kept reaming out the pulley. And I've had to replace that pulley 2 times already. So this time I decided I'd just go ahead and put a spindle on it. Okay, I got lucky. All 4 bolts came out without any problems. Now this spindle comes out the other side, and it just fell through. Let me pick it up. Okay, so this is the old spindle that just came off, and even though it is noisy, it still works. I was still cutting grass with this. Okay, this is the new one that I purchased. I bought this off of eBay. And when you get the brand new spindles, you'll notice that the holes are not threaded. So the bolts that go in there, these are self-starting threading bolts. So when you start them in, you want to be very careful not to strip them out. You want to get them in there threading. The new spindles, they also have a grease poured on them, so you can keep these spindles greased and they'll last longer. So I'm going to tilt the deck back up, put this spindle through the hole. Get my hand down here where I can hold it and get it started. And you just want to take your time starting that very first one, because it, like I said, it's real easy to mess it up. Okay, that one started threading, so I'll go ahead and get all 4 of them started threading before I tighten them up. That's my air compressor kicking on, so I apologize for that. That one was a little hard to start, but it has started now. And one more. Okay, I've got them all four started. So all I've got to do now is just to get them tightened down. So I'll go all the way around with them. Okay. One more. So I've got all four of them on there. They're good and tight. So next step, I'm going to put the blade back on. You want to be sure you put your blade back on in the right direction. You don't want this to be upside down. Okay, and I'm going to use my impact wrench to tighten it up. Okay, that's it. We got that spindle replaced, and they're all good and quiet now. Okay, let me turn the deck back over. All we got to do now is reverse the steps, slide the deck back under, and hook it all back up. Okay, now that I've got the new spindle on there, I'm going to slide the deck back under the lawnmower. It's a little easier to slide in from the other side, so I'm going to take it around there and slide it in. Okay, now that I've got the deck under there, it's just a matter of hooking the pins back in to rehang the deck. one side. Okay, that side's hung. Okay, the bar that hooks back in here on the front, the easiest way to get this bar back on is to come to the front of the lawnmower, and I'm going to take this brace off right here. Take this brace off, and it makes it easier to put back in there. So you got a couple of keys. Pull that one out. Pull the pin out. Do the same thing on this side. And you can hook that in. Okay, that's hooked into the front of the deck. Now, you got to put a little pressure on it to line these pins back up. But let me see if I can get it lined up. Let me put the camera over here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see me do this or not. Okay, there's one. Put the pin back in. And then move the camera back over here now. Okay, takes a little pressure to line those back up. This pin's a little bent. It's a little hard to get started, but okay, I got that pin in. Okay, so I got both of these back in, and the front brace is on and secure. Next, we want to put the belt back on. And hopefully everybody knows how to put their belts back on. Okay, I've got the belt around all the pulleys except the motor. Okay, I've got it around the motor. All I got to do is put the tension pulley in, which is going to be a little difficult with me holding the camera. I'll try it right there and see if it works. Okay, you didn't get to see it, but it's back on there. Okay, so got the belt in, everything's back on. Let me fire it up and see if it works. working good. It's nice and quiet. I didn't hear all the rattling that I was hearing. Everything's working fine. So if you do have a bad spindle and you want to try it yourself, it's not, it's not too hard a job. I think I've been out here about 30 minutes, maybe 35. Thanks everyone that's been watching this video. I hope this has helped you. And if you will, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.